Are you wanting to dip your toes in to get some gold? Well, look no further, guys. I'm going to tell you which gold coins you should buy and which gold coins you should not buy. Stay tuned. I will give you my thoughts. Hello everyone and welcome back. Once again, my name is Silver Britches. And before you head out, guys, make sure you give me a thumbs up and you hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that very much. Now, in today's video, guys, I want to talk to you about which gold coins you should buy and which ones you shouldn't. Because just like silver, gold has its pluses and it has its negatives. And I want to share my experiences with you on which ones you should buy and which ones you shouldn't. Now, gold is expensive, especially right now. It's nearing all-time highs. If you're wanting to get in right now, it's going to cost a little bit more money than where it did last year. Last year, you could pick up gold probably in the 13s, 14s, definitely. And it was a great time to buy. Right now, it's pushing, it's flirting around with 1750, 1700, somewhere in that range. It keeps fluctuating back and forth. So it's approaching all-time highs. So now is really not a positive time to get into gold, but the outlook on gold is very high. I think Bank of America is predicting 3,000 gold. Well, I mean, if you can believe that, then, whatever. I mean, I don't really put too much into predictions. So I just buy for long term, me personally. So buying gold for me right now it's not a big deal because I plan on holding it long term. So that's the main thing for me. And as far as which gold you should buy, well, here are some options for you. And you also have purity options as well. Now, I will tell you first which gold coins you should not buy right now. And this is just my opinion based off of me speaking to my LCS as far as resale value. And I like to base my purchases off of that, what someone else would be willing to buy them for. So with that, I will tell you this. You want to stay away from your British gold sovereigns. You want to stay away from your roosters, your ducats, and your dos pesos. Those don't do really well as far as resale to an LCS. They do okay on the other market. Now, I'm not saying don't buy those. I'm just saying don't buy them right now. With gold being near all-time highs, you want to buy those whenever gold is low. Like last year, you wanted to get in on those last year and perhaps sell them this year, if you know what I mean. Because whenever you go to trade those in, you're not going to get that melt value for them. And that's why I'm going to try to steer you away from purchasing those right now. Unless you get them at a ridiculously high grade in a slab edition, but then really you're just buying a slab in a collector piece. So it's kind of a hit and miss. So I would steer clear of those, if you know what I mean. It's just a best bet to stay away from those, in my opinion. Now, which ones should you buy? If you live in the United States, it's pretty clear which ones you should buy. You should buy the American Gold Eagle, okay? And you should buy the American Gold Buffalo. Now, the American Gold Buffalo is going to cost you a little bit more. And the reason for that is number one, the purity. The purity is 24 karat gold versus 22 karat gold for the American Gold Eagle. Number two, the mintages on the Gold Buffalo are far lower than on your American Gold Eagle. So therefore, you may pay a little extra now for the American Gold Buffalo, but the value of it may increase over time. Now, that's up for debate because the one that I just purchased not long ago, I got it for $18 and spot at that time was in the 1720s. So that's kind of up for debate, really. Now, your American Gold Eagles, and the reason why I have this Silver Eagle out here is just for a comparison. Now that is 1 troy ounce of silver. And this right here, there is 1 troy ounce of gold in there, but there's also silver and there's also copper. And that is to give it some rigidity. Now, your American Gold Buffalo, 24 karat gold, 4/9 fine is more pure. Those will stay in the capsules, okay? To be honest with you, I should have this one in the capsule and I should have that one in the capsule because they are also 4/9 fine. Now, if you're going to be buying those, the ones you want to buy here in the United States, obviously American Gold Eagle, American Gold Buffalo, but your maples, those do extremely well here too. So I would definitely get in on the maples as well. They are stunning. They're beautiful. They're also 4/9 fine. And this one right here is a 10th ounce. It's about the size of a dime. So, excuse me. So you definitely want to get in on that if you are starting out, because if you are getting your feet wet, you're just starting out, buying gold is expensive. So if you don't want to take a huge risk, you could definitely get into that. Now your next size up are going to be your 1/4 ounces. So like this one, it is a Black Bullet clearance. It is from the United Kingdom and it is also 24 karat gold, 4/9 fine gold. So it's pure gold, okay? It's some of the best gold you can buy is 24 karat gold, okay? Now, one thing that you also want to steer clear of are these. Your pre-33 gold. And the reason why I say that is because these are only 90% gold. It's just like your 90% junk silver. This is 90% gold. So it's just like, you can find these in very good shape, but they are super expensive. So you wanna get these at a very low price if you can. But most of the time they do carry that premium because they are pre-33 gold because of the outlaw on gold in 1933. So they do carry a nice little premium, although those premiums are starting to come down. But I would steer clear of those as well because your gold content is not as high as in your 1/4 ounce, your 10th ounce, 1/2 ounce, and your full ounce of gold. I would steer clear of those. I would buy those whenever gold is cheap, along with your roosters and your gold sovereigns. Now, just to give you a comparison, this right here is 1 troy ounce of gold, okay? So is this, but this one's gonna weigh more because of the silver and copper content. This is gonna weigh the same thing as this, even though they are the same size. Now, the difference is this is a full troy ounce plus copper and silver, but it still does not equal the size of the Silver Eagle. That's because the Silver Eagle is more flattened out compared to this, where this is more dense, it's thicker. So it's gonna seem like you're not getting as much, but trust me, you are. If you weigh them, you will see the difference. Now, another comparison that you can make is, say you're a silver stacker and you're wanting to get into gold. Now, one comparison you can make as far as your price points, whatever 10 Silver Eagles equals, you can buy a 10th ounce of gold. Now, if you go to buy 20 Silver Eagles, you can buy a 1/4 ounce of gold. So there are entry points and you can get into gold. If you can afford silver, you can afford gold. Now, just wanted to point that out to you guys. If you are in the market, if you are wanting to get your feet wet, now is not the best time to do it, but it is a time to do it because gold has a very high ceiling and it is the most steady option, in my opinion. But I do still stack my silver, but it's also important to incorporate some gold into your stack, guys. I'm going to leave it there today, guys. Remember, be careful, be courteous, keep grinding on your stack.